Well, guess who didn't get expelled? Mom called again and threatened with a lawsuit. She forgot one crucial detail, though. I'm on the assisted income lunch plan, so they knew she couldn't afford a lawyer. Like 6 different alimony checks, and they're all going to hair bleaching. So we're moving. Again. Swear to God, I can never be satisfied. Not until it's too late. Well, long story short, I went to the shoot, and Mr. White got the bright idea of having us build a chlorine bomb that could level a food court. We didn't really know what we were doing while giving him a hand with the supplies. We just thought he had a really big pool. He detonated it at a Puerto Rican rights bingo night, killing himself in the process, leaving us as the only living traces of DNA found at the scene. It's ironic because, I wasn't racist in the first place. Then I dabbled in racism just to be friendly. Then I tried really hard to convince the jury I still wasn't racist, and now I need to be racist and join some Aryan sisterhood for prison protection. Is it like this for every model?
Right.
It's been about 3 weeks now since I've gone to school. Once the news hit they killed Jeffrey, the literal FBI stepped in and expelled all the white nationalists. The end, right? Well, see, 95% of the school were in the white pride party, including the teachers. No teachers, no students, no school. Jekka sent me a Polaroid of herself in prison, and she's already covered in the Aryan tattoos. So it really makes you think. Makes you think about how indifference leads to a whole bunch of stupid shit. Forums have to say about this.
Upload.
So, right after I uploaded that video to the NOI forums, it was immediately shared everywhere. Shared to the point of Minister Farrakhan seeing it and ordering a full-scale arson assault on the entire school. He kinda just posted that, and I'm not even sure if it was the real Farrakhan, but I called in sick anyway. Sucks to be in the white pride party.
Earn it.
Do whatever you want, the money outweighs the trauma.
Come on, sexy. Let's get out of here.
After you, coach. I came to this new school with the full intention of fucking around. Life was hopeless, so sleeping with my gym teacher was just a drop in the bucket. You could say the major mistake was going home with a stranger, but honestly, most strangers are fine as long as they're not into necrophilia. The second I stepped in, he locked the door behind us, grabbing my neck and squeezing really fucking tight. The last thing I remember was the rush in his eyes while the life slipped from mine. I didn't know her that well, but tell Jekka she's cool for me. As for my family, they can fuck off and burn in hell with me. See you soon, Dad. I would have left a note, but there's only a 2-second window between staring down the barrel of a gun and dying. I'm not even mad I'm dead. Through all the news coverage that'll cry about me for a week and him for a century, it might be best for both of us they rarely get the facts straight. They'll tell you I was a sweet, innocent girl who'd never turn an entire school against the anime kid. They'll also tell you he was a twisted mastermind who didn't want to fuck fictionally tall women. So yeah, he seems cooler than me now. But try talking to him.
See you tomorrow.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Yeah, I don't believe it either, but there's no way this'll last.
But seriously, is it like your whole emo look they're into, or what?
Yeah, long flowing ponytail, very emo. So he stuck with that deal all the way to the end of graduation. I'm valedictorian for the class of '09. He was still doing all that homework even after everyone stopped caring about the suicide, which was like a month, so Jeffrey's an outlier. For my speech, I just read quotes from an AA brochure and people ate it up. Special thanks to lacrosse.
House, I have a Mac and everything.
You want to just skip right now and do that?
Cooking, of course. Let's go.
8 months later, I'm kind of a big deal on YouTube. The first video we did went viral in like a week. All these news stations were calling for an interview, schools wanted me to do assemblies. Oh, and a million sponsorships. For companies I don't even like, but they pay, so whatever. I was definitely right about YouTube fame because I tried hanging out with the guy who played McLovin and he just ignored every text. Yeah, so I went a little crazy the first week of having an endless supply of opioids. Mom found me strung out on the bedroom floor and called 911 to get my stomach pumped. Now I'm in rehab against my will. I wish they had rehab for not ugly people, because all these toothless meth heads keep hitting on me. At first I thought it'd be fun because you get away from school, but they have a fucking tutor here. It's bullshit. I'm gonna hang myself tonight. Just kidding. Not really, though. Needless to say, Mom was pissed. I was like, but I thought we should tell the truth, and she was all, not in court, bitch. So we got buried in legal fees, lost our home, lost everything. Mom found another husband and said I could rot under a bridge for all she cared. I opted for the cardboard box. At least I can decorate it. Lesson learned, though. I learned honesty makes your life way harder than it needs to be.
You've been my hardest cross-examination yet.
Oh, well, you've just been a bitch in general. Go iron your Mickey Mouse tie. It's been about a year since the trial. We won $500,000 in the civil suit, and I immediately dropped out and moved to LA. Dressing nice and maintaining my new expensive drug habit is cool, but the school's tax dollars paying for it is so hot. I met another Nicole while I was out here. She's kind of famous.
You wear gloves to bed?
Well, so much for Jekka's stupid fucking glove idea. To this day, I genuinely believe sleepwalking would have worked if it wasn't for wearing those. Anyway, I got statewide expulsion. Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing either. Mom refused to move again, forced me to get a shitty job, and hits me to relieve her feelings of disappointment. The deep fryer leaving craters on my face is bad, but anyone from school seeing me is a suicidal experience. Wow, the camera really does add 10 pounds. Fuck off. I already have. I thought about what Miss Lynn said for months into my first fully legal summer. The manipulation was still fun. What got harder was the escape plan. Now that I was 18, I couldn't just resort to calling older men pedophiles for dating me. I slowed down a bit. Maybe I should start a movement that makes my attitude more common, but it'd be a ton of work to promote. And that's when I learned the grand irony of being pretty. It destroys your dopamine levels. You don't want to do shit. Dudes just buy me drinks, give me things, everything. What incentive do I have to try? Is this why women make less? We don't feel like trying? Actually, I want a stat on the women who quit their small businesses. What % of them are hot? Or what if their business does really well because they're hot? I guess my point is, if our culture is ran by looks, the stats should take looks into consideration. I promise I'll have a political takeaway from my high school years. I just need the numbers. Watching your dad kill himself really fucks you up. Killing the whole vibe. Whatever, I want to die, doesn't matter how.
Nicole, I forgot my wallet. Just getting it. Oh my God, Nicole!
Huh? What?
What did you do to yourself?
Can I just die in peace?
Where's the cordless? I'm calling an ambulance. It'll be okay, sweetie.
Yeah, it'd be a lot better if you just fucking left.
Hello? Yes. My daughter attempted suicide. There's blood everywhere. Please send someone.
What's it like to be happy? Like happy. Sure, I can have fun, think something's cool, have a good time. None of that outweighs wanting to die. Mom had me locked up in a mental ward until my 18th birthday, so I learned what crazy pills actually do to you. They don't make anyone happier, just more content with limbo. What sucks worse than killing yourself is fucking up killing yourself. You don't get to be a black and white headshot for eternity. You're just really awkward to hang out with. Depression idea, fuck her.
You should have said nothing.
You ever feel guilty for just wondering if you should feel guilty? She poured her heart out again and again over how she felt about me, but it's like, isn't she better off? Like, I told her it's hot she cuts herself, and I wasn't lying, but am I really the one here? Going by Jekka's bitch morality, abusing her was a good thing. Figured it out sooner than later, right? But then you gotta ask, would you rather be alone or have a hot, twisted bitch who demeans you in public but gives amazing head? These are the real questions that plague society. I wonder if it's like that for the other physically bisexual, mentally gay girls. Talking with straight guys must be so fucking weird for them. They're both worried about what girls are thinking. Both go into depressive fits when a girl won't text them back. They experience the same dating dynamics, and yet they will never bond over it. Because the guy will say, well, if you're sad and lonely, I'm here. And she'll go, I'm actually more gay than bi. And then he's like, all right, bitch, fuck you then. Guess you don't know how it feels. I'm not saying I've seen it, but it's totally possible. Did I have a moral with this? Fuck. Do you want to hear yes?
I'll get my shoes.
No time, get in the car. Remember how being nice lands you in hostage friendships? Well, the fear of being blamed for inciting a hate crime lands you in hostage relationships. So after our house burned down, it went from everyone in school hating me to everyone in school threatening to kill me. And I only had one option out. I've had to date Ari for the last 2 months so far, so they wouldn't think it was my fault. And I gotta keep this up for another 6 and hope she doesn't figure the charade out before graduation. She's really fucking annoying, too. Do you want to watch Heroes? No, I don't want to watch fucking Heroes. Heroes sucks. Jekka's the only person who's in on it, and every day, see, there's homophobia here, but them burning our house down for being gay doesn't prove anything, okay? Obama's literally the president now. If a plane crashes, does that make 99.9% of the rest of airplanes unsafe? Yeah, that's what I thought. If it's so bad, she can move to Brooklyn, or wherever annoying people live after they graduate.
Oh, look, I gotta go. I'll see you next week, maybe. Oh, wait, no, don't go!
I always thought I had a bad memory until I spent 2 years in jail. No one has a bad memory. Some are just more distracted than others. And aside from really cool fights breaking out, there aren't a ton of distractions in jail. I haven't had a visitor in 16 months. You go by months when you're locked in here. And you're left with your thoughts as your only entertainment. See, I went in rolling my eyes, oh yeah, I'll learn. But they eventually break you down into this lame self-reflection no matter how hard you fight it. But there's no psychologists in here, no therapists in here, no nothing. So yeah, I feel like I've changed, but what if I'm getting worse? Every now and then I'm reminded what Jekka was trying to say last time she visited me. Every new inmate's story kind of paints the picture. One had to feed their kids. Another was forced in a gang. Some girl had to kill her husband. All I wanted to do was fill out an hours sheet. So, compared to everyone else, I guess it was kind of messed up in the long run. Maybe that's my lesson. 2 years ago, I never would have considered I'm wrong. I really have changed. Now to just serve my time, get back in society, maybe make some new friends, and buy a gun to murder my fucking principal with. I'd shoot her in the legs first, watch her cry for mercy before I finish her off. Change feels pretty good. We got 2 minutes into the first scene before Megan checked her phone. Honestly, I thought she wouldn't check till intermission. What an amateur. So she ran out on stage in the middle of a Romeo line, yelling out of control, and just broke down crying in front of everybody. They were taking videos, laughing. It was pretty fucking cool, actually. Then she had to go to the ER for a panic attack, and that was really fucking cool. Jekka kept asking me why I'd go through rehearsing for a whole play, even though I knew it'd end like that. Well, I had to commit to it, otherwise she was gonna see what was up. If I sent the picture as soon as I got it, she'd have time to resolve everything before the play anyway. There's no satisfaction in that. You see these movies where people kill someone for revenge, but it's like, you're gonna let them off that easy? I didn't break a single law, and this is like 10 times the payoff. She's gonna be mentally fucked for the rest of her life over this, and I just feel good about it. Now Megan's gonna end up a cat lady, 'cause any guy she dates will just remind her of me. Remind her what any girl's capable of if you push her far enough.
V. The rappers again slyly dupe the dumb masses of...
Politics are weird. Like, really fucking weird. Like, everyone doubles down till they're eventually Hitler weird. Honestly, I just thought the school board would get her fired or something. Did not plan on the owner of a kosher deli listening in on it and calling the ADL afterward. Thanks for the heads up, Mom. Everyone involved had to go to court. Everyone. I took the stand like, I'm a kid, what do I know? And that didn't work so well. What worked better was calling the McDonald's hash browns latkes and saying uncircumcised men are disgusting, because they are. Then I was in the clear, and they went through all of Miss Ames' past, and this bitch was fucked up. In college, her thesis paper was about how interracial relationships were misogynistic against white women. You can't make this shit up. The school itself was a problem too, because every guy watches South Park, and Jew's been like the #1 insult for the last 10 years. So now Principal Lynn has a mountain of paperwork. Miss Ames is losing her teaching license, and me? I've never been more satisfied.
Deeper than you, bitch. We're about that shit.
And how's that?
Watch us. You ready, Nicole?
It's honestly super humbling when the trashiest girl you know, probably coked out of her mind, says the most thoughtful thing you've heard in years. I thought I was like deep and misunderstood and made the text and background all black on MySpace so it's like a blacked out profile. But no, I never planned a suicide pact. I never cut anywhere other than my wrists. She took her shirt off in front of me, cuts all over her body. Had one of those angel wing shoulder blade tattoos. In the feathers, it said, "Proud mistake." I can't compete with that. What I'm trying to say is, you could skateboard, smoke cloves, get your tongue pierced. There's always going to be a hotter bitch than you. And you just gotta accept that. I'm jealous of a girl who just killed herself. That's how fucked up I am. You might be wondering how I'm even telling you all this, even though we both followed through with it. Well, I cut her little pill concoction with crushed up Flintstones vitamins. So I passed out, I had a seizure, but it was just diluted enough to where I didn't die. Can't say the same for Emily, though. Okay, so I'm not sad about it, but at least I have the serotonin to not kill myself. You know, damn well we told after we got the money. I told Jekka. Jekka showed the photo to Miss Lynn. Miss Lynn informed the school board, and the school board deemed his accusation of me unreliable because he pays for sex. My mom got a call from the principal saying I'm back in school, so I'm not homeless anymore either. Everything just kinda worked out. Aside from all the trauma I got from selling my body, but whatever. Jekka was worried he'd get revenge on me because I snitched. You know, cardinal street rule. But honestly, street rules don't really exist when you're actually living on the street. Everyone's gonna have an opinion on what I did to survive. But let's see you homeless with no one to crash with. Those upper favors are gonna start sounding real convenient. Then again, you're probably not as pretty as me, so you'd only get paid for lower favors. Bend over, bitch.
I wish there was as many Popeyes as KFC.
Shit, watch out!
You'll never guess who I crashed into. Ari, while she was driving for Domino's. Small world. It's actually kind of funny. I mean, she's dead, but it's at least a little funny. Yeah, it's sad, but this whole thing wasn't even my fault anyway. My dad forced me to get a job, which made me an alcoholic. I have to drive drunk or else I'll get fucking gang raped by every guy at the party. And I told Ari working for Domino's sucks in the first place. This is barely my fault, like 5% at most. Being white and pretty's a double-edged sword. On one hand, it forces you to drive home drunk because you're broke as shit. But on the other hand, it makes crying in court really effective. Because I'm a beautiful crier. Like I practice in the mirror. So they gave me a year's probation and took away my license. Plus, I liked Ari's funeral page on Facebook, so it's all good.
Can. People are books, puzzles, and pawns. In that order. First they're read, then they're figured out, then they're persuaded. Some would call that wrongly manipulative. But what's the alternative? Basically any advice my mom's ever given me? Don't be mean, don't judge, be open. And yeah, sure, but that only works when men don't want to have sex with you. Be tolerant of guys who get off by choking you. No way that goes south. What's wrong with a pizza delivery boy with no career goals? When's the last time you asked your pizza man if he's a rapist? They're called warning signs, but ignoring them makes you a nice person. And one day, if you're a nice enough girl, you'll end up just like me. And just like my dad. If you're reading this, I'm dead.
I should have known you weren't actually working harder!
Yeah, I was!
Your principal said you fucked your history teacher!
What?
Is this true?
I didn't fuck him!
Oh my god, you're a whore! I'm gonna beat the shit out of you! Where's the fire poker?
Fuck, I gotta hide somewhere. Would Nicole be home right now? Yes, she skips all the time, of course. Is seriously no one home? Hello? Maybe your headphones are really loud. Why is it so quiet? Don't tell me she's still at school. Nicole? What the fuck? She did it. No. Oh my god, she left a note. Books, puzzles, and pawns. Don't be mean. Don't judge. Her mom did this? That's why she was hanging out with those idiots. What do I do now?
And you did the assignment?
Well, yeah.
So, why didn't you submit it on time?
'Cause Blackboard sucks actual fucking dick.
Shouldn't you clarify with your teacher that you're having technical problems before the deadline?
Shouldn't they make sure it works before they make us use it?
As a few teachers described it to me, they're having you use the online platform since colleges will be very digital by the time you get there.
I can just worry about it then. If I even make it there.
I'm sure the grading with your new history teacher will be fair.
That's what you think.
Other than that, how's it going with your new classmates?
Same as the old ones.
Is that good?
Was it ever?
Do you experience problems making new friends?
Did you really just ask me if I replaced my dead friend yet?
Do you think you could replace her?
You're making a terrible case for women in the workplace right now.
It wasn't just a turbulent day for you. The entire school was upside down with multiple problematic events. But as they say, life goes on.
For who?
Everyone.
Everyone else.
Her passing was very difficult for you.
What the fuck do you think?
It might be tricky to see it this way now, but certain tragedies don't affect everyone else the way they affect you.
So is this a therapy session for everyone else or me? Call everybody in, ask them some rhetorical questions for a salary.
What I mean is, the world revolves every day, whether you're sad or happy. Our goal here is to make sure you're happy enough to keep up with the world.
I don't want to be happy in a world that doesn't give a shit about me.
Plenty of people care about you.
Did my math teacher give a shit when Nicole killed herself? Or what about the guys asking me out the day after? 2 or 3 people cared about Nicole. Tops. That's not plenty. No one really cares about me now. Learned that the hard way.
How do you know?
I got molested by my teacher. My friend killed herself. And guess what changed? Absolutely nothing. Flowers and Target gift cards for a week and everything's back to normal. Everyone's back to not caring. No one cares about me because no one considers how my life's gonna be different forever.
It won't be different forever.
Exactly.
You never tell a soul.
I mean, if we were gonna steal the cash, we could have just done that at our store. We wouldn't have had to end up in an illegal porn warehouse. Kelly wouldn't have had to die. And I wouldn't have ended up in some Palestinian slave trade for the last 2 years. Or was it Pakistani? I don't know, I always get them mixed up. Is that racist? Well, I'm a slave, so it doesn't really matter that I'm racist. I haven't seen a map or daylight in general since the FBI sold me to the Taliban. Then I got sold to some oil tycoon with one of those headdresses. Sorry, I don't know the name for it. Again, I'm not racist. This is one of those really bad times for being an attractive white woman because people really want to buy you. And you're worth a lot, so then they want to sell you. One time I got auctioned off at a Lebanese steak and shake. I couldn't read the sign, but it was shaped like the logo just in whatever letters they read there. Human trafficking's kinda not ideal. I hope Nicole doesn't get a job at FYE, or this could happen to her too. Or maybe that'd be good, because then I'd have a friend to be human trafficked with. And get fucked by guys that sound like Aladdin background characters. Again, I'm not racist. What would you do? No, actually, what the fuck would you do? Do you just usually stand over dying bodies where it's either you or them? The weirdest part was that it didn't feel that weird. Like I'd been there a million times before. You ever go to a party where someone ODs and you immediately learn every kid's economic background? The rich kids want to call 911 and the hood kids scream for them to stop. The hood kids' parents don't have money for lawyers, so they're the only ones that worry if the police show up. They'd rather watch someone die than risk going to jail for a drug charge. It seems crazy when you're from the other side of town, but on their side, it's just doing what you gotta do. At first, I thought what Nicole did was fucked up, like she seriously used me. But when I look at where I'm at now, and where I was, does the end justify the means? After that night, I never took another client again. I was meeting strangers on the internet and renting my body out. Yeah, Jeffrey died, but how soon was it gonna be before I fucking died? In a weird, emo Lizzie McGuire miracle twist, Nicole killing Jeffrey basically saved my life. Was that her intention? Fuck no. But as much as people hate her, she's kinda necessary. Don't act like you're not glad he's dead.
I needed the money. Wasn't that your excuse?
I'm so fucking done with this.
Is this perspective? Remember when you were like 12 and watching some shitty Law and Order ripoff show? There was always an episode where the cops interview a hooker from the scene of the crime, and she was like this bad neighborhood ornament. Like had no story beyond, yeah, I was sucking dick in her at a gunshot, and then you barely think about her. You watch it like that's just supposed to be this stupid horror character, like that's her thing. It doesn't even come into your mind, you just passively think, oh, I'll never be her. But then you grow up to be gorgeous, get handouts for it, your parents get divorced, your friends move away, you need drugs and money for drugs, and... Are these excuses or justifications? You tell me. I told myself I was a sex worker. Not lazy, pathetic, desperate, a sex worker. Sex worker felt a lot better than whore, but it didn't change the reality. Reality is, I was just another stupid whore. I was a dumb, stupid, fucking foot whore. So laugh all you want. Forget about me all you want. But at least I'll be gorgeous forever.